Hello, my impatiens. How are you doing? So, did my mother and stepfather have nefarious intentions? Did they sadistically get off from my suffering? Were they monsters behind their masks? Were they torturing me? Did they have nefarious intent? I think they did. I think they did have nefarious intentions. Can someone tell me the truth? Can somebody take accountability? Did they pharmacologically abuse me with HIV PrEP, a mega regimen of psychiatric medications, and so on? Did they have premeditated intentions to torture me? I mean, did they? Or am I having an emotional tsunami right now? I mean, I just want the truth. I want the truth here. I just want them to be honest and transparent with me. I guess they say, nobody had nefarious premeditated intentions to pharmacologically abuse you. Nobody, was getting off sexually from your pain and suffering. Nobody was, had nefarious intentions. I mean, if the opposite is true, tell me the truth. But apparently, apparently they did not have nefarious intent. So flip the switch to off. I was not betrayed by like the only friends I got close to, and it was not orchestrated by my mother and stepfather. This is all delusional. This is all delusional. They didn't deprive me of friendships for my whole 20s, and basically after depriving me of friendships for 10 years, they had me get betrayed by the only person I got close. This was not orchestrated by my mother and stepfather. This is just psychosis, basically. So flip the switch to off. They had good intentions. There was no sadistic intentions. There's nothing to take accountability for. There's no difficult conversation to have. It's really delusions. It's really schizoaffective disorder. I mean, if it's not, take accountability, but it is. It really is schizoaffective disorder. Somebody says, can we see some Rex Humerman pics? Rex Humerman is the Long Island serial killer, for those of you who don't know. I think he's in prison. He was dumping bodies at Gilgo Beach. Somebody says, we want to see some Rex Humerman pics. No, he's an ugly old man. He's an ugly middle-aged old man. Why do you want to see some Rex Humerman pics? I don't have any Rex Humerman pics on my computer anyway. I could go to Google and just quickly get some images, but why would we show Rex Humerman pics? He's a nefarious serial killer. All right. Yeah, flip the switch to off. Thanks for lightening the mood with comedy. I guess that was comedy. I don't know. But yeah, I was getting emotional. Yeah. I was getting emotional. I just feel like I've been betrayed by everyone, and I feel like everybody who I've opened up to and trusted has betrayed me. That's basically what I feel. I feel like nobody has loved me. I feel like my parents, my family, my friends, everybody has betrayed me. That's basically what I feel. I feel like everybody was ganging up on me. Everybody was bullying me. You know. But apparently, it's not true. Apparently, it's psychosis. Somebody says you're not making sense, Andrew. I mean, I think I'm making sense. You know, I don't know. I don't know, guys. I feel like my mother is clearly lying. I feel like my mother is clearly lying, and so is my father, and so is my stepfather. I'm like, just take fucking accountability. Just have a conversation with me. I mean, just have the fucking conversation with me. You know, I mean, like, what the fuck is this nonsense? You know, just tell me the fucking truth. The problem is, you know, the truth is going to make me angry, and that's why they don't want to do it, because they don't want to. They don't want to deal with my rage over it. So like we're continuing this cycle where I know they're lying. They know I know they're lying. Everybody knows they're lying, yet they continue to lie. And it's literal torture. It's like fucking mind game, you know? It's like, it's literal fucking torture. It's like, I know my parents are fucking lying and gaslighting me. And it's just fucking literal torture. Every fucking day for the past several years is just fucking torture. Because I know I know I'm being fucking lied to. I don't know the extent of their lies. I mean, obviously, one thing I know I'm being lied to about is, you know, the intergender wrestling 20 to 25 years ago. That was a much bigger deal than they made it out to be, and betrayal by my family, like my cousins, aunts, and uncles. So, okay, that's a lie that they have never taken accountability for. Okay, what other lies are they keeping from me? You know? Were they gang stalking me? Were they, you know, were they orchestrating misfortune for me? Were they, you know, that's what I mean. That's one lie. You know, when it comes to the psychiatric medications, I took a lot of medications. You know, that's confirmed and corroborated by everybody. I took a lot of medications for 10 years. Did they have sadistic and nefarious intentions, or were their intentions to help me? You know, they kept from me that the intergender wrestling was a big deal. So how much of it was lies and gaslighting and premeditated torture, if any of it, or were their intentions good? You know, my stepfather was certainly making me walk on eggshells, and my mother wasn't allowing me to realize he resented me. So, you know, it's just like she's a fucking master manipulator. You know, she's a gaslighter. She's a liar, and she just doesn't take accountability for anything, you know? So was the HIV PrEP thing premeditated too by my mother and stepfather? Just tell me, or was it not? Oh, all right, calm down. Jungle Lady says, Mr. Andrew needs some more mental health recovery. Yes, I need to calm down. I had too much coffee. I need to calm down. Thank you, Jungle Lady. Thank you. Somebody says, Happy Groundhog Day, everybody. Happy Groundhog Day. Yeah, it's the same broken record over and over again. It's the same day over and over again. Some people say this is psychosis, Andrew. This is schizoaffective. I don't have HIV. I never had HIV. But I was wondering if people wanted to traumatize me for revenge over the intergender wrestling. I don't know. Was it premeditated? Did my stepfather do it as a receipt, so to speak? You know? Or is that delusional? Was my stepfather behind it all? You know, did they? Somebody says yes, he did it for revenge. But seriously, did he really? I'm gonna. They said, like Owen Hart. Like Owen Hart, it was done for revenge. Okay, I'm going to block you. That you're obviously... Are you trolling? I don't know, but... they metaphorically killed you for revenge. If you don't know the Owen Hart reference this guy made, he broke Stone Cold Steve Austin's neck, which might have been intentional. And as a result, some people think they killed him intentionally. But, obviously it was proven to be a negligent accident. Somebody says he shouldn't have broken Stone Cold Steve Austin's neck. Okay. Toggle the switch to off. I picked my nose there. I should have done that. Okay, calm down. I'm going through like the Incredible Hulk syndrome here. I'm just flipping the fuck out. I gotta calm down. Too much coffee. What's for dinner? I had fish and French fries. Fish and chips, as they call it in England, I think. Somebody says fish and chips, as they call it in England. Jungle Lady asks, is Andrew going to groups today? No, I didn't go to groups today, and I haven't gone to groups in years. I'm going to read to you Dr. Copland, my psychopharmacologist's email. I said, regarding the Daniel Mackler documentary, Take These Broken Wings, Recovery from Schizophrenia Without the Use of Psychiatric Medications, and saying how my parents are forcing me to take psychiatric medications, the psychopharmacologist said that is a stipulation by your parents because you quite reliably wind up back on the ward and get the shot. I think they can legally oblige you to stay on the shot, especially if you are non-compliant. What they don't say in the movie is patients needed high doses of benzotropines to get sleep, and they were on the inpatient unit for an extended period of time while psychotic. The bottom line is that patients who do well stay on meds because they work. They can function as an outpatient. Off meds, your chances at employment or engagement in social groups would be close to zero. The issue is independence and employment, not being able to boast you are off all your meds. Get independent and get a job. Back to the Fountain House. Your parents have done everything they can do to get you better. You blame them for not having a job. That's your responsibility. And people can get employed through Fountain House. Once you're employed for a while, you can drop your dreaded self-descriptor, man-child. That was Dr. Copland's take. Okay, I'm going to get rid of this person. This person's making a lot of wrestling references. This person's making a lot of pro wrestling references. He got the old Owen Hart. He got the old quick release. TB says he's beginning to like Dr. Copland more and more. Somebody says Dr. Copland beat Dr. Garrett, in my opinion. Whew. Somebody says, stop making references to Owen Hart. Your situation is nothing like Owen Hart. You might as well just twist the narrative and say, this is like Crash Holly, or this is like, like what is that reference? It has nothing, your life is nothing like that, So stop with that reference. Somebody says, Dr. Copland takes no shit. No, he takes no shit, that's for sure. All right, guys. I'm calming down. I had a little bit of a tsunami earlier in this live stream, but I'm calming down. Hey, Rusty, how you doing? We got Dave in the house. Good to see you, Dave. Long time no see, and long time no see to Rusty, too. Dave gives a fist bump to Rusty, but he does not give a fist bump to me. Damn you, Dave. Dave doesn't like me anymore, it seems, but he's here watching me, so he must like me. Oh, he says a cellmate reunion. So he says, Andrew barely reads the chats nowadays, and he just rants in lunacy. He's having schizoaffective conversations with himself. Yeah, so Dr. Coplin seems to feel returning to the Fountain House or someplace that could find me employment, whether it's the SOAR program or someplace like that, would be a really good step. Obviously his take is take your medications and find employment so you can get independent. And basically have a life and get independent, basically. I don't know what social media is doing, but it's certainly not healthy. Is Jungle Lady still here? Jungle Lady, are you still here? Are you still here, Jungle Lady? Okay. Just calm down. Everything's A-okay. Everything's A-okay. Jungle Lady says she's still here. She's still here. That's good. That's nice, Jungle Lady. So what do you think I should do? So obviously some people say take your medication, obviously. From there, they say go to some program that could find you employment. And just get your life happening. Because for the past 3 years, you've sat alone It's just, okay. Okay. It's time to change my life, basically. It's time to change my life. Which is, yes, ultimately what you need to do is just go to programs. Somebody says, Mr. Andrew needs hugs. Yes. Nobody's been hugging me. Nobody's been hugging me. Everybody's been telling me what a loser and a burden I am. Andrew needs some hugs, yeah. Yeah, I need some hugs. I need some hugs. Afternoon tonight says you need an Asian woman. Oh yeah. I need an Asian woman who gives me a lot of hugs, that's for sure. Jungle Lady asks, are you going to do comedy this week? I could try to prepare comedy. My mother says I'm funny, and she says I have a good sense of humor, so I should go back and do comedy again. Yeah. Somebody says, you should film the sets. Yeah, no, that would be a good idea, Afternoon Delight. That would be a good idea. Film the sets of comedy. Get out there. To quote the great Gary Burr, love is out there, but you got to go get it. You're not going to find it by sitting in solitude. I feel like I had too much coffee today and my heart's like fucking pounding in my chest. Vegan Dolls says, my stand-up routines are hilarious. And Jungle Lady says, Andrew makes many laughs. Yes, I do a lot of good comedy. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I'm glad you like my comedy. Maybe I'll get back into it. It's a good idea. Like they say, just write it out. Maybe you don't drink so much coffee tomorrow. La 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 la. All right, guys. I'm calming down. So I don't think Nami's going on tonight because of the Jewish holiday, which is disappointing. But the art class is still going on tomorrow. That's good. At least the art class is going on tomorrow. Maybe I could call my mother and ask her if she wants to do artwork with me tonight. I think it's kind of late and she'll say no, but I don't know what to do tonight. I can go to bed. Vegan Doll says, I have about a half hour to decide if I'm going to do yoga. I would go, Vegan Dolls, and here's why. Exercise is healthy, and I think you'd be happier you went for the social engagement, and I would go and do it. You know, Vegan Doll says, I know I should go. Yeah, I think it's healthy. I think you'll be happier you went. I think you'll regret it if you don't go. Oh, somebody says, did you save 666's artwork? Yeah, it was pretty good. He did a drawing that was very much similar to my drawing. Yoga says, yoga is good for physical and mental health. Yeah, it is. Vegan Doll says it's really hard for her to leave the house. Yeah, but it's really good. You get out there and interact and engage. Just get out there and human interaction. It's so healthy. It's so healthy. Somebody says, stay home and eat some brownies. Stay home and eat some brownies. Yeah, I'm kind of. All right. So he says, Dave is the devil on her shoulder. Yes. The devil on her shoulder. So, well, I know what I need to do. Go to programs that can help me find a job and get off social media. That's basically what I need to do. Nobody is coming to rescue me. I need to go out there and rescue myself. And stop blaming my parents. And take my medication. Oh, actually, I have medication at the pharmacy. I should have done this, whatever. Gotta pick up medication. Jungle Lady says, there's no good ticket for you on social media, Andrew. The ticket to love, independence, and life is out there in the real world, is out there in real life. This is basically your ticket to fucking psychosis or insanity, or I don't know what this is your ticket to, but it's just end it. It's like cut it, enough. Just get out there and live life. You wasted a lot of time, but don't continue investing time into this. You know. Like Andrew says, and like the great Gary Burr says, love is out there, but you got to go get it. Ooh. All right. So I've had a lot of bad days over the past few days. I'm getting sicker and sicker, which isn't great, but also I can stop this now. I could go to groups. I could work towards getting a job, and no, it's not alcohol, it's water. You think I should get alcohol? I'm drinking water from the sink, actually. I could get some alcohol tonight, but probably not. Probably not. I'm kind of not feeling well. I don't know. Maybe alcohol will help with not feeling well. I don't know, but I'm not drinking alcohol right now. Maybe alcohol will cheer me up. Somebody says alcohol is a depressant. I don't know if it will cheer you up, but what are your thoughts, Jungle Lady? Would you get a beer, or would you just lie down and call this? Jungle Lady says water with pills is the best. Take your medication with pills. That's the best course of action here. Don't get a beer. That's self-medicating. Vegan Doll says beer is almost never a good idea. Might create some cool content if I have like a buzzed stream where I'm kind of like a little tipsy. It might create some interesting content, but other than that, there's really no benefit to doing it. I don't know. All right, guys. I think I'm gonna call my father. I'm gonna say happy birthday. I'm gonna take my medication now. I'm gonna take my medication now. I'm gonna call my father. I'm gonna say, hey, sorry for kind of neglecting you on your birthday. I think he. I don't know if he'll under. It's just call him, take my medication, wish him a happy birthday. So he says, your father's birthday is a special day. Yeah, it is. I kind of wasn't there for him on his birthday. Yeah, I was kind of like lost in psychosis all day long. It's not like, but I don't know if somebody says it's Poppy's birthday. Yeah, it's his birthday. It's not like I did anything better. It's not like I was partying on some yacht with sexy women. So he says, the day's not over yet. Wish him a happy birthday. Okay, yeah. I did send him a text message with the Beatles song. They say it's your birthday. So he says, happy birthday, Poppy. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Poppy. Yeah, I'll give him a call now. So this is another year older. Okay, well, I'm not gonna call him on camera. I'll give him the call privately. It's his birthday. It's like, do it privately, they say. Yeah. It's like I kind of want to tap out. I want to say, I know. If there's a sadistic persecutor out there who's torturing me, I give up. I quit. I tap out. They say nobody's torturing you, Andrew. The only one who's torturing you're torturing yourself by sitting in solitude. You got to go out there and create life experiences. I'm like, I give up. Give me success now. I quit. Like, no, Andrew. So he says, take a Lamictal already. Your mood's very unstable. All right, I'm gonna call my father now. I'm gonna take my medication. I say happy birthday. Maybe I'll go up there tonight. I don't know if I want to drive. I don't know if I feel well enough to drive. I'll probably fucking wind up getting into an accident. Not intentionally, but just because I'm so out of it. So he says, maybe they say you'll be fine if you drive. Drive up to your father's, rock him big. Go surprise your father. Lamictal is a mood stabilizing medication, but it's mostly used for manic. No, what is it? It's mostly used for bipolar depression. It doesn't really work on mania too much. Lithium and Depakote are better for mania and bipolar depression. So Lamictal is Jungle Lady says, why not try it? Because I guess I could. I mean, I have it right over here, but also I'm not drunk. I'm not under the influence of alcohol. I'm not under the influence of anything. I just feel mentally unstable. And driving when you feel like you have fucking dementia and neurological damage and feel like you're having a nervous breakdown is probably unhealthy too. But I'm not under the influence of anything. And I would try to drive carefully. Maybe I'm just, self-conscious. I don't know. I'm not under the influence of, I'm not drinking. I'm just fucking unstable. And my father's a far drive and I'm tired and I don't know. I would try to drive safely. So yeah, it's just I feel like my brain, So we should still call your father up, even if you don't feel like driving there. So I saw something on TikTok. So there was I guess it was a llama or an alpaca, and it was going like this. And its owner or caretaker was saying to it, it's okay, guy. It's okay. It's okay. While the llama or alpaca was going like this. It was exhausted from the heat. It was exhausted from mental instability. That's kind of how I feel. I just need somebody to hug me and say, it's okay. Everything's okay. I'm kind of like this. I feel like I just need somebody to just Just talk kindness and softness and hug me and comfort me. That's kind of how, did that make sense? You know, Meva says that makes perfect sense. Dave says that's a good bit. Okay. Okay. I'll call my father now. I'll take my medication. Uh, Anybody got any last questions? Anything to say, Jungle Lady? Sherry says, do you think the Lamictal will help the llama? Do you think the Lamictal will help the hot llama? Well, it'll help with the depression, but it might not help with the mania. So the answer is yes. I think Dr. Copland prescribed the Lamictal because it's not really, I mean, it's less severe than lithium or Depakote, but it doesn't really help with mania, the highs, but it helps with the lows tremendously. It helps with the bipolar depression tremendously, the mood stabilizing component of that. Somebody says, Mr. Andrew knows what he should do. Yes. I know what I need. I know what I should do now. Take action. Take action. Ah. Yeah. So let's. Anybody want to see the tooth I got a root canal on? Let's see if I can show it to you. This one back here. Somebody asked, what's the hardest tooth to get a root canal on? They say the upper molars, but the bottom molars are pretty tough too. It was annoying. I got a root canal. Now I got a crown and a tooth that's filled. Oh, that was a pleasant experience. Andrew has a nice mouth. Well, I got one root canal. So he says, you got to read the artificial intelligence description of your uploads. Hilarious, but not. Where is it? Where is the artificial intelligence description of my uploads? How do I get to it, Peter? Sharoma asks, am I brushing twice a day? I am. Ask on my video. What do you mean? How do you do that? How do you do that, guys? How do you do that? Yeah, please tell me more. Explain, Peter. Peter, give me a step-by-step walkthrough here. So it says it's a button next to the like and dislike button. Okay. Let's see. Let's see here. Okay, I gotta turn on the volume. Okay, I'm gonna go to my page live. I'm gonna go to my live. It's okay. It's a button next to the like and dislike button. I'm looking, guys. I don't see it on uploads. Just copy and paste what it's on uploads. The button next to the like and dislike video. Um, just copy and paste what it says, please. Somebody says, I don't see it, Peter. Maybe it's only for people with Neuralink chips in their brain. It's a button that says ask. I don't see it, Peter. I don't see it. Oh. So, well, what does it say? You know, pretty much. So he says it's funny though. I'll copy it later and post it. All right. Well, give me a gist of what it says. You know, you kind of introduced the shotgun, so it needs to be used in the movie. You know, it's like kind of like in a movie if somebody. It says Andrew struggles with his life and his mother and being a vegetable mind and stuff. Oh well, I want to see it. Damn it! Well, let's see if I can find it. Here we go. Let's see if I can find it. Okay, ask analytics. Maybe let's try to find it. I'm trying to look here. Oh, ask. Here we go. So I clicked ask. Does it say that? I clicked ask, but nothing's coming up. Ask what is the video about? Okay. Ask. Okay, ask. Ask. I'm having a hard time here, guys. It's got you pegged, no pun intended. All right, guys. I think I'm going to get going here. Okay. Let's try. So you sound real nasally today. So he says, have a great one, Andrew. Don't forget your father. No, I won't forget my father. At the very least, I got to call him for medication, but I'll have a chat with him tonight, too. He says, don't forget to wish your father a happy birthday. Oh, all right, guys. Peace out.